welcome back to my channel. Hope you've all had a wonderful day. Today's video is an unboxing for you, and it is a Glossybox unboxing. So this is Glossybox for November. We are back to the baby pink original box. Some months they do like a special edition, like last month it was the trick or treat box. But yeah, we are back to the original. Glossybox is £13-ish with a few pence added on, and that's for the box and for postage and packaging. I actually got mine really early this month, which is lovely because last month I had to wait ages. But you can sign up for a rolling contract, or you can sign up for 3 months, 6 months. Was it? No, I think it's 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, and then you get like a slight discount if you sign up for more than just your regular rolling contract. So yeah, let's get into it. So every month, Glossybox turns up like this. You get your little card and your bow. Now I have actually already filmed this video, but the lighting was so bad when I played it back that I thought I'm going to have to just do it again for you guys because it was really awful. So this is what is inside this month's Glossybox. And I will read you what it says on their little card thing. They have like an introduction to their box that month. It says, "Hey Glossies, your emergency supply of hair care, makeup and skincare is here. You're welcome. Our beauty SOS box includes 5 essentials that will come to your rescue during the busy party season. Whether you're getting ready for a night out, partying away, or needing a boost the morning after, these wonderful products will revive your hair and skin when you're most in need. This November, we are truly honoured to give you the gift of Helloooo Beauty with a liquid matte lipstick to add to your collection. We've also included an extra treat from Chloe, so you'll look, feel and smell sumptuous this season. Don't worry, Glossies, we've got your back, the Glossybox team." So yeah, I will show you what we have. So the first thing in the box, it's actually the largest thing, is the Wet Brush Pro Pop Fold Professional. The first and only full-size folding detangling brush. So this is what it looks like. Oops. This like plastic thing is really difficult to get out of. I had trouble earlier. So this is what it looks like. So you've got the Wet Brush Pro logo, and then you have this sort of button on the back. It's squishy, so that when you fold it out, you can push the button on the back and out pops the bristles, which I think is really handy. Excuse the knottiness of my hair, it's very wind swept. And then if you want to put it away, you push this middle section here and it pops back in, and then you can fold the handle away, just like that. And it says, "When the Wet Brush team heard the cries of those struggling to detangle their knotty hair, they sat up and listened. This travel-sized version of their innovative wet brush makes detangling wet or dry hair on the go a total breeze. With a foldable handle and flexible bristles, it's a handbag essential." So this is a full-size product, and it comes in at $13.99, which I think is pretty decent for a hairbrush. I have been on the lookout for a new one that I can use on wet hair, because I know you're not supposed to brush wet hair. But if I don't, mine goes like this and it is super knotty. But the bristles are really quite soft, they're quite bouncy, which is nice. And this is sort of like a handy size for chucking in your handbag, which I think is really, really good. Next up is a product by Palmer's, and I absolutely love Palmer's. This is their Cocoa Butter Formula with Vitamin E. Softens, smooths, relieves rough, dry skin, 24-hour moisture. So this is like a balm, and it starts off like hard, and then when you put your finger in, it turns into like a moist, like a butter, I suppose. What is it? What does it say? Okay, so it doesn't actually say what it is on there. It just says the original solid provides deep hydration all over. So it's kind of, it starts off hard, like a cleansing balm. It starts off hard, and then when you sort of use it, it becomes that sort of silky texture, which I think is really quite nice. So what does this say? "In this weather, your skin needs a major moisture boost. This award-winning formula effortlessly melts into a silky oil on application. It really is a little pot of wonder. Bursting with vitamin E and cocoa butter, it moisturises dry skin and lips, soothes marks and scars, and even nourishes dry hair. So this is a deluxe mini at 30 grams, and this is worth £6.50. No, I'm reading the wrong thing, ignore that. It's worth £1.99, and then if you wanted to buy the full size, which is 100 grams, it's only £4.15, sort of depending on where you get it from. But it smells incredible. I do actually prefer their coconut range, but that's just my preference. But this does smell lovely, and it's like a multi-purpose one, so you can use it for anything, which I think is really, really good. Next up is, oh, it's fallen out. Next up is a little perfume sample by Chloe, and this one is the Eau de Parfum. So there were two types that you could get this month in Glossy. You could get the Eau de Parfum, which is the one I've got, or you could get the Nomad one. And it just says, it's perfect to pop in your handbag, a fresh and feminine fragrance of classic rose, sensual and chic. That's what this one is. But the Nomad one is a combination of oak moss and freesia that captures the spirit of a woman open to the beauty of the world. So this is obviously a sample, and the full size bottle is £47. It does actually have a really lovely scent. Like I said, I used it earlier, and I've sort of been moving about and doing things, and the smell has lasted. It has quite a nice fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily say it was rose, because I don't know if I'm a huge fan of rose scents. So this one doesn't particularly smell like rose to me, but it is a lovely scent. I'm not entirely sure if it is one I would buy full size, but having the sample is quite nice. But it does say on the back, free sample. I don't know if anyone can see that. But I think that's quite funny. Next up is a Style London Eaton Square eyeshadow palette. So this is, where does it say? This is what the palette looks like, and it has some really nice sort of autumnal shades, you know, your sort of burgundies and your oranges, with some sort of browns and coppers sort of chucked in there as well, which I think is really quite lovely. It swatches really nice. It feels like quite a creamy sort of buttery texture, which I think is lovely, and there's still so much product on my hand, so it does go a long way. Let's see what it says on here about it. So this pocket-sized cruelty-free palette has endless possibilities. You can see me there. Let's move that out of the way so you can't see. You don't want to see me. For going out on the town or warming up your daytime look this season, from daytime neutrals to autumnal bronze hues, both matte and pearlescent, this is the only palette you'll need. So this retails for $9.99, which I think is fairly decent for a smaller palette, but I know obviously brands like Revolution do £10 palettes where you get a lot more shades than this, but these do have a really nice feel to them. Obviously you never really know with an eyeshadow palette until you put it on your face, so I will definitely let you guys know how I get on with this one. Might even do a video on it if anyone's interested, and we'll see if we can create a nice sort of autumnal look for November. But yeah, it's a nice product. I'm not sure how much I'm going to reach for it because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. Oh, excuse me. But we'll see. I mean, I will definitely leave it on top of my sort of dressing table and see how much I use it over the month of November. Now, this one I actually have on my lips at the moment. This is the Huda Beauty sneak peek that we got for last month, and this is like a really pretty, I mean you can see it on my lips, it's like a nudie brown shade, and the shade name is Girlfriend, and this is their liquid matte formula. It has quite a strong smell, and when I sort of applied it earlier it was quite watery, but then it dried down and it doesn't actually feel like you've got anything on, which I think is really nice. And it's not drying, it's just as if there's nothing there. Where is it? Yeah, I mean, it's a nice shade. It's wearable. I would wear it. I just don't like the scent of it. Until it dries down, that smell is quite strong, and I feel like you can almost taste it a little bit, which isn't very nice. But it says, we're obsessed with this sultry shade from the top beauty expert, Huda Kattan. Her vegan-friendly and cruelty-free liquid matte lipstick is one of a kind. Comfortable to wear and is infused with antioxidants and an exclusive complex to help maintain hydration. This lightweight, long-wearing formula glides on and the colour intensifies as it sets to a matte, transfer-free finish. You might even forget you're wearing anything on your lips at all. I mean, I definitely agree with that because I don't feel like there's anything really on my lips, which means it's quite comfortable, and I like that. I like being able to wear something on my lips that is going to last all day, but is comfortable. And this retails for £18, depending on obviously where you got it from. But yeah, I think that's quite nice. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. I just don't like the smell that much. It's really strong. And then the last product in the box is this one by Context. It's a Microderm Regenerator. This is what it looks like. And it says, we love this cute 2-in-1 cleanser with a difference. Using professional microdermabrasion crystals, it gently exfoliates, polishes and purifies. Powerful antioxidants also protect cells and fight free radical damage to leave your skin feeling soft and hydrated. It's cruelty and fragrance free too. So this is a deluxe mini, and this is worth £6.50. The full size is 120ml, and this is only 30, and that retails for £26.70. So it is a little bit on the pricey side, but it's a 2-in-1, and I feel like if you're buying a 2-in-1, it can either go one of two ways. You either pay barely anything at all because it's a 2-in-1, or you pay more because it's a 2-in-1. Does that make sense? Depending on what the 2-in-1 is. But yeah, so it's just a 2-in-1 daily cleanser and gentle exfoliator, soothing and purifying skin as it effectively cleanses. So it's essentially a face wash, which I don't think is a bad thing to have in here. It's not particularly exciting. But yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a face wash and an exfoliator. You know, I tend to leave them in my shower and do my face then. I try not to do too much to my face because I feel like that breaks me out more. So I tend to just sort of leave it to the shower. I do wash my face in the morning with water, and that is it. And then when I'm in the shower, I tend to sort of do a bit more of a routine. But that is everything inside this month's Glossybox. I think the real standout products for me are the Huda Beauty item, the Palmer's stuff because it's Palmer's, and the wet brush, just because I think those three things are sort of a bit of me in a box. The perfume is lovely, but it's not something I would necessarily buy full size, but I will definitely use the sample. The eyeshadow palette, I have so many, so another one, it's kind of like, oh, am I going to get to use it, or is it just going to sit there? If it sits there, I will do a giveaway on it, provided people don't mind that I've swatched it on my hand. And again, it's a face wash. But nevertheless, it's all products that I would pretty much use. Some of them I might not reach for as much as others, but it is all products I would use. So I hope you enjoyed this month's unboxing of Glossybox. If you did, then you should definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more fun things to come. I'm nearly at 500 subscribers. I think I have about 4 or 5 to go. So if you haven't subscribed, it would be lovely to have you. I do have a giveaway running, which I really want to get done before Christmas so I can get in a new one. And I will leave a link to that video so you can get involved in the description down below. Now, just before I go, I do have a code for Glossybox, which means you guys can get some money off your first box. So if you'd like to do that, that is also in the description. So just click the drop down arrow and it will bring it all up, and you just scroll down and there's a little code there for you. So I think you can get like £5 off. I do get a little bit of Glossybox credit if you guys choose to use my code. You don't have to, but it just means that we both get a little bit of something out of it, which I think is great. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me again, guys. Take care. I will see you all soon. Have a lovely evening.